Please stand for the post-communion prayers. Glory to thee, O God. Glory to thee, O God. Glory to thee, O God. I thank thee, O Lord my God, that thou hast not rejected me a sinner, but hast counted me worthy to become a communicant of thy holy mysteries. I thank thee that thou hast accounted me the unworthy, worthy to partake of thine immaculate and heavenly gifts. But, O Master, who lovest mankind, who didst both die for us and rise again, and didst bestow upon us these thy terrible life-giving mysteries for the benefiting and sanctification of our souls and bodies, grant that they may be for me also the healing of soul and body, and to the virtue of everything contrary thereto, unto enlightenment of the eyes of my heart, unto the peace of my spiritual powers, unto faith invincible, unto love and fame, unto filling of wisdom, unto the keeping of thy commandments, and to growth in thy divine grace and attainment of thy kingdom, that by them preserve thy holiness, and ever remember thy grace, and henceforth live not unto myself, but unto thee, our Master and Benefactor. And thus when this life is ended, the hope of eternal life, and may attain unto everlasting rest. For the voice of those who keep festival is unceasing, and the delight of those who behold the ineffable beauty of thy countenance is boundless. For thou art the true desire and unutterable joy of those who love thee, O Christ our God, and all creation with thee forever. Amen. May the holy body of the Lord Jesus Christ our God be unto me for life eternal, and the precious blood unto remission of my sins. May this Eucharist be unto me for joy, health, and gladness, and thy dread second coming make me a sinner, worthy to stand at the right hand of thy glory. The intercessions of thine all-elected Mother and of all thy saints. Glory to thee, O God. Glory to thee, O God. Glory to thee, O Christ our God and our hope. Glory to thee. Amen.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Dear Lord, I ask that you give us the words to impart to faithful people who are gathered, that inspired their life may draw to you to do the will that you have presented for us, and live our lives according to your love and grace. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please take out one of the Bibles and open up to page 907. In the Gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ, proclaimed by the Holy Evangelist St. Luke, the 16th chapter, the 22nd verse reads, So it was that the beggar died and was carried by the angels to Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. فلما مات المسكين نقلته الملائكة إلى الحضن إبراهيم ومات الغني أيضا ودفن. In the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. The whole Bible, the study Bible, teaches that Abraham's bosom in this chapter means heaven. Abraham is mentioned among all the righteous because he, in contrast to the rich man, Abraham showed hospitality to strangers. The rich man was buried indicates he was already buried and dead in life by his love for his many possessions. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. I don't think most of you know the word hospital in French is hôpital. And the word hospital comes from the word hospitality. Now, one of the things they say about Arabs is that they're very hospitable, which they are. But think of the fact that the word hospital comes from hospitable. It says that Abraham showed hospitality to strangers. Well, this is St. George. This is St. George. St. George's is a very user-friendly church. But we have to understand that if we want to take this literally and not wind up like the rich man, we have to be user-friendly not only in the church, but in the workplace, in our businesses, in our home, in our country. We have a fiesta going on across the street, and yesterday I went over to see how things were going, and this lady walked by. She looked rather down and out and poor, probably was homeless, and she was looking at things that were for sale. And one person said, "They're $1." And she kept going. And somebody else correctly said, "You know, she may not have $1. We need to be more open to people." So when people come here, and I love the fact, Jesus knew what he was doing when he put this parish in this building. This parish in this building. Someone came to me recently and said, how in God's name did you ever get into the feeding of the homeless? I said, it's real simple. There's another church in downtown Orlando that they had a ministry helping out homeless people, and they have a school. And some of the parents of the children in the school, this Christian school, they came to the administration, they told them, we don't want these bums on the campus when our children are here. These bums. So they were forced to move that ministry someplace else. And the rest of it is history. We got into using our facility for feeding homeless people because there was a time, for those of you that have been long enough, when the city of Orlando, and it still holds, you're not allowed to feed people in the park. You can have a picnic, but you can't go feeding people in the park. Which really makes sense, because people walk their dog in the park. And if you feed people in the park and they're eating chicken, and I will tell you that some people, homeless or not homeless, are not the most considerate people. They kind of throw things wherever they want. So they could throw a chicken bone. My dog or your dog can eat the chicken bone and choke it. So when that happened, I said, come and feed here. Feed, this is private property. Feed around, and that is how we got into that. So St. George's is a user-friendly place. Last Sunday, we had a lady who came into church with a stroller. And there was no baby in the stroller, it was just full of stuff. And we have a rule in this church that you cannot bring backpacks or bags like that into the church. And that's a simple thing which most people don't understand why. We're not being discriminatory except for the backpack or the baggage. Because a few years back there was a real epidemic of bed bugs. The city of New York was infested with bed bugs. And bed bugs can hide in somebody's belongings, they don't even know that they're there. And if this building becomes infested with bed bugs, this will cost us $10,000 to $15,000 to exterminate them. So we told people you cannot bring bags or such. We weren't even talking about bombs, we were talking about bed bugs. And this lady became very indignant, and she said to the usher down, says, well, what if I had a baby in there? The usher said, but you don't have a baby in there. And she got very, and she just made a big thing out of it. So we can be user-friendly, but some people might not be, or not like us because they are not user-friendly. But we need to be hospitable. And all of you have an opportunity, I'm sure, at least once a week. How many of you get unwanted, unsolicited phone calls at least once a week? For those of you that don't put up your hand, please let me know how you're doing, because I'd like to know what you're doing. Well, usually I just hang out. But being a creative person that I am, I have a new thing now. Somebody called me the other day, I think it was from India, and I said, I thank you so much for calling me. I'm a very lonely man. I have nobody to speak to me. My day goes day and nobody ever talks to me. Would you please talk to me for at least 15 minutes to keep me company? Click. Hang up. But I was nice. I wasn't nasty. I didn't hang up on that person. So we need to be more user-friendly. Almost every African American in our society, at one time in their life, has walked into Walmart, Kmart, or some of the Target. And as soon as they get in the store, or even a smaller store, somebody's eyeing them the whole time. Because they think they're going to steal from them. This is not user-friendly. People come to church. Somebody came up one time and I didn't know who they were. I said, "And you are who?" They said, "None of your business." I said, "Okay." I said, "By the way, are you here to take communion?" They said, "Yeah." I said, "None of your business." Because that's not user-friendly. If we want people to love us, we have to love them. We have to be friendly to them. We cannot be prejudging them. It goes on, it says in verse 26, "And besides all this, between us and you, there was a great gulf fixed, so that those who want to pass from here to you cannot, nor can those from here pass to you. وفوق هذا كله بيننا وبينكم قوة عظيمة قد أثبتت حتى إن الذين يريدون العبور من هنا إليكم لا يقدرون ولا الذين من هناك يجتازون إلينا." This is not a geographical divide like the Grand Canyon, but the complete separation between virtue and wickedness, a separation that cannot become overcome after death. Either you live it now or forget it. It's not going to do you any good after you die. There is no purgatory. I don't care who tells you, there is no purgatory. However, you might say, "Well, Father John, we have a 40-day memorial. Isn't that kind of it? Why do we keep praying for the departed?" The Orthodox Church teaches us by revelation that there are what they call toll stations. And we go through this whole trek answering for what we did good and bad in our life. And sometimes that can be a very, very long trek. So God knows in our heart. God knows your heart. God knows that you will pray for the departed or you will not pray for them. Either we are good and loving now or never. Because once you die, you can do nothing. Nothing. Which is why I joke around sometimes and I tell people, I say, when I die, I have said for 46 years, "Please, Lord, let me stay here as the pastor of this church." So I have a feeling that when I die, my soul is not going to be anywhere but here. And whoever comes after me, if he feels a hand on his shoulder when he goes to turn on the air conditioning early, but we can do nothing, so we have to kind of set it up from now. Anybody that's taken a long trip or a trip overseas, you prepare yourselves ahead of time. Nobody goes to the airport. I mean, how many people actually go to the airport and say, "Hey, could I have a ticket? I think I'll go someplace." Everybody prepares. So we need to prepare now for what is coming, because the fact is, whether we like it or not, and we deny it or not, it's coming. So either we're good and loving now or never. Once you die, it's too late. This guy, it was too late. He couldn't help the beggar man. I love what it says here. The dogs came and licked his sores. How many of you have a dog? How many of you let the dog lick you? Don't worry. The dog's mouth is cleaner than most of what you're going to encounter in this world. But I'm not here to give a sermon about dogs, but I'm trying to tell you, the dogs felt sorry for this beggar man, for Lazarus. The rich man couldn't have cared less. And that's what happens with the homeless so often. We just walk by them like they don't exist. They're not there. We don't even bother. Leave me alone. I have too many things in my mind. I got other things I got to do. I got to get someplace else. And the Lord might say, "Why were you in such a hurry to get there? Why did you ignore these people? You had to get there, what, to drink an extra cup of coffee? You had to get there, watch the whole nightly news? It's all recordable. You can get all of it beforehand. So we spend our time ignoring